Evening trade plan for 13th of August or um, 13th August 13th हमारे लिए लकी होगा अनलकी होगा कुछ नहीं कह सकते. Let's look at the charts and analyze. By the way, my clarity for tomorrow is a little less. I was very clear about today going down on Friday itself, um, but the clarity for tomorrow is a little lesser. Um, I'll tell you the reason why. Nifty having closed yesterday as in Friday at 24367, today has closed at 347. It's in the vicinity, but still it's less than 350. Thoda kashta hai. A little uncomfortable there. Um, Good thing it made a brave attempt to go beyond 419.75. Let's say 420, 24420, which was the high of Friday, उसके ऊपर चला गया, and today's high was 24472.8. So let's say 470. My level was 486. It went very near that, 472, and then had some time trying to collect its energies to go up further, but it could not, and then had a vertical fall. It fell, but took support at the gap up of Friday. यहाँ से इसने support लिया and bounced back up, and this is where it is right now. Closed at 348. Yeah, 348 intraday. Um, Nothing wrong, but nothing great either. So I had a sense that on yesterday when I was recording the trade plan, I said that Hindenburg will not have any impact. At most, there will be some kind of a knee-jerk reaction, and then market will go down, form a base, and it'll go up. Look at what happened. If you see in the 15 minutes charts, it opened, gap down, and went on going down, made a low here, 210, and continued going up from 210 to 472. If you see the price range between high and low was 260 points. So it's a fantastic up move. एक सांस में चढ़ा है ये 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 into 15, 1.5 hours of non-stop bull run was seen from 9:45 10 o'clock onwards, and after that the whole thing went into a limbo and finally it gave up. What is most interesting about Nifty today is the last 15-minute candle, but that's about all. um, the close is in the vicinity of 350. That's another thing, but clarity nahi hai. Clarity missing hai. Let me see what I see on a. Let me first see on the daily chart. Daily chart, it had made an outside bar. The bulls tried to take it up first, and then the bears tried to take it down further, and no result. So there's a massive confusion here. Probably the interpretations of the Hindenburg report. I think the market hasn't yet seen the final verdict on Hindenburg. This is my personal interpretation. I may be completely wrong, and I don't want you to, you know, color your opinion based on that. But this is my gut feel. There is more to what is meeting the eye, perhaps, um, or that is the sense of the market. Maybe there is nothing beyond that, but market is feeling that way, and hence the confusion of the bulls and bears taking it in both directions. I'm just interpreting the charts of both way movements and saying that there is probably more to meet the eye. Nothing. I have no view or opinion about anything particular about SEBI or about any particular political party, but I'm just looking at the charts and making the guesstimate. Coming back to this, Now on a 1 hour chart, there was a strong up move here, as you can see. Went up very near 486, and I had sensed that anywhere between 486 and 500 something I'd mentioned. I don't remember the level that I'd mentioned. 486, 4. What was the level? 4. Maybe I need to bring up the, yeah, 560. 486 and 560, something like that. I said there could be a pushback, and the pushback started coming a little earlier, in fact. Look, the um, in fact, the time that was conducive for action also did not see the Nifty going up beyond that. In fact, it actually went counterproductive, if I can say that. Sometimes it happens. So uh, the time is right, but then it doesn't work. Interestingly, time is going to be right for Bank Nifty tomorrow, and I'm a little more hopeful there. And I'll tell you the reason why. I'll come to the four top charts of the Nifty and give you my verdict. So tomorrow the time is favorable for Bank Nifty around 10:15. So even if there is a weakness in Bank Nifty, there's a possibility of time turning up for Bank Nifty, and Bank Nifty, the price action supports can show us a good up move. Yeah, Bank Nifty. Correct. So this is one aspect of it. The other thing is, let me bring up some more indicators like RSI. There is distinct weakness in smaller time frame. RSI distinct weakness in hourly time frame. What about daily? Again, weakness in both Nifty and Bank Nifty. Daily charts are indicating positivity. Intraday charts are indicating negativity. Weekly charts are also indicating negativity. What is the final result? Volatility. Volatility was seen today, and it may perhaps even increase further, considering in mind that day after is 15th of no day is the day after on 15th is the holiday, so not the day after, but for today is for 12th, if we're talking about 13th, 14th, and 15th is the holiday. So this is a truncated week. So volatility you can expect will be a little higher than expected. What is India VIX telling us? India is telling us 15.78. Nothing worrisome there, but expecting the choppiness to increase. And we got the trailer today, and we may see more of this as we go ahead. Uh, More because of truncated week, as I said. Look at the top four stocks of the index. Best thing, HDFC Bank managed to not only create higher highs and move in a bullish fashion, it had a green candle finally. And another good thing, it managed to close above 1656.7, which was critical. Now, if it manages to stay above that tomorrow, it can gun for 1685 or 1691, these two. And if that happens, market can also react positively, and more so, Bank Nifty can react positively. So first indication of Bank Nifty garnering some strength is visible kind of here. There was a slight gap up yesterday, and it gap up wasn't closed completely in the intraday chart. And now today it's again wanting to. There was a minor gap up in the intraday chart, which is sustained. In the daily charts, the gap up has been filled, but in the intraday chart, the gap up remains. Another good thing, look at this candlestick pattern in ICC Bank. There is a constant buying happening from 1156, which was the low, and bulls have managed to close it at 1172 after seeing a discount sale at 1156. Now, this is good news. This looks like going up to 1181 at least, maybe 1189 or above, and slash or above possible. So all is well till the time this low does not break. Now, if HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank are poised in a bullish fashion, what do you expect about Bank Nifty tomorrow? ऊपर तो मूव मिलेगा ना, मिलना चाहिए ना. So tomorrow keep an eye on Bank Nifty on the higher side, up to go up. Oil and gas, Reliance made an inside bar. So this is like a pause with a prior strong up move. So there is an optimism here as well. Look at Infosys. After Doji, it has convincingly crossed above the high of the Doji and closed in a confident manner just below the gap zone. अब देखिए, if four of these are poised positively, what do we expect tomorrow? Positive. So, considering the fact that Nifty, if I just remove the indicators, etc., let's zoom in a little. After finding a base at 23,893 last week on Monday, on 5th, Nifty's lows are by and large consistently going up. And the close, which was here and then here, went up here, retraced, closed here, but not somewhere here, but up much higher than that. In the next attempt, the close was here. Try to see what is happening. Bulls are doing their bit to take the market up. The only support is missing is banks, which seem to be coming now. Okay. Now, inside bar means confusion, but it has ended on a positive note. And all the this is the second highest close in the last 1 week or so, right? From 5th of August onwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sixth candle and is has closed here just about 20 points lower than the highest close. Additionally, it has managed to go beyond the previous high of 420 and hit a high of 472, which means there is a possibility of Nifty wanting to go even higher than this. एक बात याद रखना, 25, 24, 500, this one that you can see here. This is going to be a tough psychological resistance to cross. So even if this is crossed, I am not expecting the next stop to be 700. I will be really surprised pleasantly if that happens. 683 or 686 as the case may be, जो मैंने पहले भी बताया हुआ है. If you see, this is 686. So I'm not expecting the stop of 686 after 624 500. There will be intermediate resistances from where Nifty will once again fall. There's a very decent possibility of Nifty giving in at those levels, and those levels could be 560, 576, or they may also be um, 528 and 540. So these are very closely packed resistances that you need to be mindful of. So in my mind, I would like to quickly book out my long positions around 500. Most of it, if not all, wait for a fall, just like we saw a crazy fall today from this level, 472 to this low that it was made at 303 or so. Look at this. Yaha was today's high, and this was the second half's low. Okay. So this was a 170 point fall. So I would like to ideally book out most, if not all, of my longs around 24,500, that being a psychological resistance. And even if it has gone up by 20, 30, 40 points, I'm not in a hurry to rebuild my long positions. I will wait for a correction A decent correction of at least 100, 150 points, maybe, I don't know, at least 100 points to initiate and start nibbling onto fresh long positions. Abhi koi jaldi mein nahi. Considering the fact that the expiry is for Nifty is on Wednesday, uh, this week's strikes would be very, very tricky because the time decay, theta decay will be very killing, considering the fact that Thursday is a chutti and we have a truncated week. So my thought process would be to trade in the next week's expiry, um, because a volatility can completely wipe out the premiums. As far as Bank Nifty is concerned, Bank Nifty has strong resistances despite being positive. Be mindful of the resistances, and these resistances in Bank Nifty can also trigger the downfall. Keep that in mind. There is a very strong resistance at 50,999. Let's say 51,000. Matlab 50,800 onwards, there are series of resistances. You see 50,800 here? It has acted as resistance here. Then there is a resistance at 5845, resistance at 5935, resistance at 50,999, resistance at 51,132, resistance at 50,089 in between. There are very closely packed resistances, which some or the other resistance will finally win, and we will again see Bank Nifty shooting down. And therefore, I'm saying keep booking profits. 100% your S's will be triggered like crazy. Today was a day where if you do not understand RMPS, your capital will be wiped out. You will not understand what is happening because you don't understand pivots, you don't understand resistance levels. And if you're blindly trading, thinking it's just another day in the office, it's not. Example देता हूं मैं RMPS का. Let me give an example. Assuming you have 1,000 rupees in your pocket and you buy something for 10 rupees, right? And for some reason, you buy something, you buy what do you call? Let's say you buy a toffee, a candy, right? And वो जेब से निकालते समय it just fell down into the mud. Hey, these are rainy days these days. तो वो मिट्टी में और कीचड़ में गिर जाती है टॉफी. Obviously, you can't eat it now, right? It's a loss of 10 rupees. Would you have a heart attack? No way. Why? It was insignificant, right? In your 1,000 rupees in your pocket, you bought something worth 10 rupees, and the 10 rupees is gone. You say, "ठीक है, it's okay, forget it." But the point is, if you bought Ferrero Rocher chocolates for 973 rupees and you had only 1,000 rupees in your pocket, and that box goes into the mud, how do you feel now? Bad. That is what is happening with most of you. You are over invested in crazy market like this, expecting to make big money. Rewind this video and hear me again. This is what is happening. You're over investing in single trade and you are heavily invested. And if a crazy fall happens, you are panicking and you're sweating and you're saying, oh shit, क्या हो गया, क्या हो गया, क्या हो गया. अब जो वो हो गया होगा, वो ऐसा ही होगा. This is not the regular time. Do not overinvest. The moment you overinvest, you have a problem. Number one, it's not a trading day. So in the whole day, if you're sitting in front of the terminal and wasting your time, you're wasting your time actually. If you need to trade within the first 1 hour, what we do in the morning from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock in the morning live trade, that's about all you need to do. You don't have to trade whole day. But if you are, expect SLs to be cut. In order to avoid SLs, even if you take smaller profits, that will be fine. Profits can come on the call side, profits can come on the put side, because understand weekly trend is negative. So there is a massive pressure on the downside. Daily trend is positive. Intraday trend is again negative. When these things are aligned and misaligned. It's not in single direction. Crazy volatility is the obvious result. उसको fight मत करो. Align yourself and align your trades accordingly and trade sensibly. What can you do? Avoid intraday trades. Trade early morning, first 15 minutes, 30 minutes, period, end of discussion. Two, um, completely avoid trading. Three, you get a good move, close the trade. At least keep some money in the bank, in the pocket, because these are not the days of regular swing trades, because the swings are not aligned in the same direction. As I said, weekly and intraday are negative, daily is positive. Nifty is making a desperate attempt to touch 24,500. And that is where the next thing will be decided. Let me give you another idea. Look at this. Let me remove, for the clarity purpose, let me remove these. Now look at this 15 minutes chart. Look at this 15 minutes chart. Now, where has Nifty closed? Nifty has closed above 341, which is very good sign for me. However, had it closed above 374, I would have been even happier. But अभी optimism है, लेकिन excitement नहीं. The only thing positive is, as I said, is this candlestick pattern that I'm seeing here. I wish it was green, but then even red is kind of acceptable. Um, as long as 276 holds on closing basis, I will remain optimistic. 24, 276. I will remain optimistic. If this is broken, then the next support is 210 and the next support is 178. And another next support is 141, 129, 100 and 103 or 100 and 24074. Now, these are the support levels on the downside. कहीं से भी bounce आ सकता है. But the most critical support is 276 for me. It should not close below this. Otherwise, it's a gone game. Intraday can bounce off from any of these levels. Any of these levels. And the best way to trade these markets is take the minimum position when you're entering into a long. For example, build the minimum position. That means with minimum number of lots you can afford. One, I don't know, whatever is your RMPS, you decide. How much is your trading capital and how much would you like to deploy? There's a scientific formula to calculate that. Don't do it blindly. It's only going to be giving you results like gambling. वो सबको पता है क्या होता है वहां जाकर के. But if you calculate it properly and if you trade with risk managed through position size, things will work out. And even if it falls drastically somewhere here, you could add another lot at deep discount or another set of lots at deep discount. And any up move will make you go into green pretty soon. That's how it is done. But if you want to put in all your money at the same place, it's not going to work. कुछ बनाओ, लालच मत करो, make something rather than losing big thing. That's the nutshell. Considering the fact that these four are poised positively, I have reasons to believe that the up move could still be attempted tomorrow for 24,500. That's what I think. I would like to position myself on the call side on Nifty, but also keep in mind Bank Nifty because that can surprise you because the time turns positive around 10:15 a.m. After that, give or take a little bit of time, but after that, we may see Bank Nifty supporting in. And if that happens, both Nifty and Bank Nifty can definitely give you the move. 24,500 के आसपास, as I said, try to be as neutral as possible. Do not get carried away कि अब तो move शुरू हो गया है. अब तो बहुत बनेगा, हो सकता है बन जाए, बट जो जेब में आ रहा है उसको रख लो, आजकल मौसम ठीक नहीं है। ठीक है, ऑल राइट, stay focused, stay peaceful, trade very peacefully, do not over invest, understand RMPS, and see you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, 9 to 10 o'clock. We do the morning live trade. And for heaven's sake, can I request you to please like, subscribe, and share this file, this video with your friends, in your network, in your groups? Your comments are boosters for me. If you write something that you've been benefited by my views, that really helped me. I had given you such a fantastic assessment yesterday, and if you had played just exactly that, you would have minted money today. And I got the least number of likes on the video yesterday, and I was surprised. Maybe you wanted me to talk that market doob jayega, lal ho jayega. Look, I will tell you what I'm seeing. I will not tell you what you are expecting me to say heart to heart. So I will be candid as I'm seeing on the charts. I will just tell you clearly what I see, nothing beyond that. Thank you very much for your support and love. See you tomorrow at 9 in the live trade.